everyone, my name is Jason Lee. I'm a technical advisor for AppScan. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can configure for AppScan Enterprise to actually create the project and conduct the testing for your target application. To meeting on your requirement, here I have some system. As you can see, we have AppScan Enterprise server, which is going to be a direct testing engine, and we have a GUI shop, local ultra-mature, public ultra-mature, as well as the web code application. Correct. Okay. So these are the applications which you can see. So this one is running on the Ubuntu, and here's the Ubuntu system. And this Ubuntu actually has a container, and I have put some of the target application just input into the single VM. And this VM include the Docker, and from the Docker we have several the target application services running. We have WordPress, web code, and GUI shop, as well as the web ult. I'm not going to use the web ult because it's going to actually be not easy to actually conduct. It's not about the testing, it's about the no one is using the web ult for the application testing verification. So usually using the web code, so I'm going to just skip the web ult. And also we have a different application, as I mentioned, the ultra-mature, and we have two ultra-mature, one for the running on the different host machine and also running on the public cloud environment. Okay, I'm going to just go back to the application, and there was a demand to show the performance about the product while we're conducting testing. So I'm going to just just open up the performance monitoring tool. I don't know how much I can squeeze this. I think minimize is not possible. Okay, this one cannot show anything, so I'm gonna just make this way to show some data. Okay, in this case we can continue to see how much CPU utilized and memory consumed, right? So okay, all right. So we have a web browser, and AppScan Enterprise is always running the scan from the web browser. So I'm going to go to the AppScan Enterprise, and this is the AppScan Enterprise. You can actually log in and log out using the the AppScan Enterprise and the credential, and some information you need, like some other integration you need to do with the API. You can find that API information from here. We'll just go back to the AppScan. Alright, I'm going to show you how you can actually create the project first. So from the dashboard of AppScan Enterprise, just click Portfolio. Just go to the Create and click Create button. So I'm going to create a application like GUI shop. Okay. After that, it requires you to put some attribution about the application. So business impact of the application, you have to determine this. And the scan status, you're going to run a scan, right? Type of application is going to be a web application, SPA. And tester is your tester. And business unit is the security. It's up to you how you actually put it. Awareness team. And business owner, online banking, and host name. I'm going to select the host name of the target application. URL is this one. Okay. All right. And you can put any other information like country, region, office. This kind of attribution you can create and add on. I will show later how you can do it, right? Indonesia, region would be ASEAN. Then just save it first. After save, I'm going to close this one first. Then you can see that you have GUI shop applications created. So the other application which I already create, it already include the scan data. And when I go to the portfolio, as you can see that different application already have a scan data because I have conducted testing, right? So you can see the statistics about the finding information because we don't run scan, so that's the reason why we don't have any statistics yet. I'm gonna click the G-Shop. Then we don't have a scan, so I'm gonna create a scan. You can create a scan from here, but if you want to conduct the testing from the different perspective and you want to conduct the multiple scan at the same time, what you can do is you can just go to the scan, right? And go to your region folder, Indonesia, then you can see all the scan information. If you want to conduct the 3 different scans at the same time or 4 different scans at the same time, just select the scan job, right, URL path, and you can conduct the testing with the play button, right? This is very simple and easy. But if you just want to create a scan, then go to the monitor. It's a first time scan, so you need to create the configuration. Then there are multiple ways also. You can create a scan from here at the create scan, or you just go to the view detail, then it will show you the application attribution which you have seen before, right? And then scroll down, then you can create a scan from here as well. Both the same way. So I'm going to show you, from the different perspective because I'm going to conduct the testing multiple times. So from here, I'm going to select the scan template. After select the scan template, I click the create as the instruction. You can see it. Then it will pop up something. If you already have AppScan dynamic analysis client, then just launch it and punch it to just execute it. Otherwise, it's going to show you that you can download it from the AppScan Enterprise, right? So after you install, after you punch the AppScan dynamic analysis client, you can see this view to log in. So you just need to put the AppScan Enterprise URL, then your user credential, right? I'm going to log in. After login, just putting the target URL. And then go to the login management. You have option to putting just credential only, or if you don't want to put any credential, the real black box testing without any credentials, you can also do it with a none. If you want to record this session and conduct the testing, you can just select record. I'm going to click the recording and select the AppScan Chromium browser to configure for login credential recording. Okay, go to the account, click, then type in your the credential. I think this one is yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot the credential information. So this would be the email address, and this would be the password. So I'm going to log in, right? So I'm going to just click I'm logging to the site. Then it's going to validate my login, and also try to find out the session identifier, right? In session detection routines, sort of that. Okay, the login successfully configured. Close. I think you are almost halfway there, right? I'm gonna go to the communication proxy and just reduce the number of a thread. It's depending on you. If you have plenty amount of resource for your target application, then you can actually, pull this number thread up to 20. But otherwise, you have to control in between several numbers, right? Because it's going to impact on your server's, resource. Okay. So I'm gonna run a scan with a 6, and I'm gonna just adjust the timeout session with the automatically. And then in case of proxy, I'm not gonna use the proxy. So go to the job property, select for the scan name, right? First, juice shop. Scan juice shop. Then because we already select the folder, so folder is Indonesia, the application already select as a G shop, so I don't need to select that. Then but you need to select the task policy. It's also up to you, but I always suggest everyone to use the default task policy because it will deliver more comprehensive testing coverage. You can just bit the punch the create job to run a scan, but otherwise you can go to the additional scan configuration like third-party authorization, test option, or the test optimization. In case of test optimization, when you select the no optimization, it's going to be a full throttle testing. But if you are going look after the different slide, it's going to be lighter scan, which doesn't mean we don't do something, but which means we're going to deliver something important, but we're going to save your time, right? And in case of multi-step operation, if you have a very complicated business logic inside of your application, we can actually record it just like you have done. I show you with the login management. So record the business logic, then AppScan will duplicate the workflow with the very specific data by the specific order to submit the data into the application to work through the business logic, right? This is something what tool cannot, but after human give a guide, it actually duplicate by the tool itself. So this is very useful. If you have a very specific the error pages for the not existing page or error itself, then you can actually configure, right? Otherwise, you can just go through. Okay, I think pretty much everything is there. Oh yeah, one last thing is scan option. If you don't want to conduct testing on the login and logout page, then you should just disable it. But to do the completeness of testing, you should enable it. But it's up to you also. If you're testing the the real application in production, you should not run testing with this. You should not include automatic form filling. It's totally up to you. But you have to remember this. Correct? All right? Okay. And because this application is single page application, I just extend the maximum response length as 100 megabyte. All right, I'm gonna punch create job and it's going to run a scan. Once you launch the scan, just click the done. You can't see anything from the Jewish shop application dashboard yet, but when you go to, I'm gonna click it from different view. Once you go to the scan and the folder of region under Indonesia, you can see that there's a scan job is running. When you click this job, you can see the what is the testing currently AppScan conduct, because it will draw you the scan log, right? You can also go to the monitor, go to the scan detail, slide down, and you can see that the scan job which we create just before, right? And from here, click progress, you can see the scan log, right? This is how you can actually configure and conduct the testing. Very easy, right? So next video, I'm gonna show you how you can actually create a multiple scan job and conduct the testing at the same time. Just stay tuned.